Good morning, YouTube. Today is a great day. You know why it's a great day? I get to record for you guys. We have an awesome pole session that's going to go down in a couple of hours. Just finished our morning routine, had meal one. Today is a beautiful day. So last night is a night that everyone wakes up super late today. I went to bed super early just because we lose that hour of sleep, which kind of sucks. But I made sure that I was prepped and ready and just got to bed a little bit early. So I'm feeling great today. Really ready to go train. Can't wait to get after it in a couple of hours. So today's vlog, what we're going to talk about a lot is your actual training. So many people want the hack, the what can I do different, the special exercise, the fat burning supplement. Well, there is none. It's consistency over time. So one thing I really wanted to talk about today, just because I've been seeing a lot of it in the gym. So I know a lot of people are making this big mistake. Slow yourself down. Training with intensity does not mean running from set to set, exercise to exercise. What training with intensity means is taking a muscle as close to absolute failure as you can. So take your rest. If you do one set, take 2 to 3 minutes between. Then push your next one. I see too many people doing supersets where with very similar body parts, and it's like they'll do a lat pull down and then they'll do a row. I'm like, your back is not recovered for that row yet. Like, you're gonna work at 50%. I call it the 50% zone. That 50% zone, you're only going to be able to put out 50% of what you would have if you would have just waited an extra minute. So whenever you're training, I know people are on time crunches. I'd rather you do one less set and actually be able to get something out of it. So take your time in the gym. It is not a time. Intensity, yes, you're going to feel like you're training hard when you run exercise to exercise. That is conditioning. If you want to build muscle, build strength, whatever your goal might be, really change your physique, you're better off doing a less set or a less exercise in order to actually push each exercise. And stick with your training. Stop doing the newest things on Instagram. So a little bit of my morning routine, drinking electrolytes right now. I actually have the Element chocolate caramel. This is fantastic. I love to hydrate first thing in the day. It just helps get my body going. And also already had coffee number one, a bottle of water already. So we're feeling good to take on the day. Got some steps in this morning, walk the dog, all of that kind of stuff. Morning vacuums, supine curl ups, just keeping our core as tight as possible. So training today, we got our pole day. There are a couple of changes this week that you guys will see. That's why I'm going to film this session. We're going to be changing a couple of movements. Been doing the same movements for about 15 weeks now. A couple of them are just starting to slow in progression, not feeling the best connection with them. So there are some other options that I want to give a shot today, and we'll keep them in if they feel good. If they don't feel good, we'll switch right back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to film my training session today. I'll probably voice over the clips. This way I could really lock in the gym, but you guys can still see the full training session. So I'm excited for today. We're going to get after it together. And pre-workout meal, super important. Still having the same. All food is staying the same this week. Just a quick week update. Up about 1.5 pounds this week. And we're just going to keep getting after it. So I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys. So we're going to go get ready for meal one. Right now we're in our office. Been doing some work up here. So I'll show you guys how it's coming out. Got our wall will be finished soon. Got our desk set up. So it's definitely got some work to do. Got to repaint the walls and make it look nice, but this will be where all of our content goes from now on. So I'm excited to get this all done. But yeah, we're gonna go get ready for meal one. Was just doing some work up here, recording some more stuff for you guys. So we're gonna get our pre-workout meal in, which is still 300 grams of rice, 75 grams of banana, 33 grams avocado, 133 grams of chicken. Also, we do 1.5 grams of salt pre-workout. So the biggest thing that people don't understand with electrolytes, you need both salt and potassium. So that's why I really like to do my banana pre-workout. But at the same point, people overemphasize their nutrition around their training. The biggest thing is being consistent, getting enough carbohydrates, especially when you're in a surplus. If you don't feel great after a big meal to go train, you can definitely lower that meal down just by preference. But it's just like your carbs you eat an hour before training, those aren't the only carbs that are going to be in your body. So if you're eating a ton of carbohydrates, it's not the most essential part. I do like having a bigger meal before training, just to keep energy high in the gym and make sure we're putting those carbs to work. But overall, it really just depends on how your day is structured. Make sure that you're getting in enough carbohydrates to fuel training. But it's not like if I don't have all of my carbs before I train, you're not going to have energy to train, because that's not how it works. Your body doesn't just turn on when you have those carbs coming in an hour before your training. If you're getting 500-600 grams of carbs in a day, you're going to have muscular energy to train. Your glycogen is going to be full. It doesn't just refill in that hour. So make sure you're getting enough carbohydrates in throughout your day. But we're going to go ahead and eat. Then I'm going to take you guys on my ride over to the gym, show you my pre-workout supplementation and my intra-workout. We'll go over those on our drive over. I'll give you guys a brief rundown of what the session is going to be today. And then I'm going to clip up my training, do a voiceover, give you guys a little bit of insight into how we're training. So let's get after it. Got to get this meal in, and then we're going to train. Alrighty guys, best part of the day. We are going to get to our training. So got with me from Core Nutritionals, their pump. This is still the original pump. I'm waiting on the new one to come, just dropped. Again, code John10. Their products are awesome. The first pump was really good, so I'm excited to see how this new redesigned pump. Shout out to Jordan Hutchison. It's his signature line, so I'm really excited to try that. I'm really excited for the watermelon flavor that they just released. That is on its way, so I'm really excited for that. Also, this is such a cool shaker cup. I'm going to try to show you guys. I really like how it says Crush It on one side and then Core on the other side. But yeah, so still doing no stim before working out. Honestly, feel way better pumps in the gym. There's no vasoconstrictors. My caffeine is about an hour and a half to 2 hours before. That's just a regular coffee. And I have really good energy, especially in the off season. Like, you don't need a crazy amount of caffeine to go train. Like, if you need something to get you up that much to go train, then this probably isn't for you. For me, training is the one thing, like, this is the best part of my day by far. So, session today, we got pull day A. We got a couple new movements on here, bringing back some more ballistic movements. So we got a bent over row in there, 2-arm. Going to be using the Sumerian machine. Everyone loves this machine, including myself. I don't know if I'm saying that brand name right, but definitely one of my favorite bent over row machines I've ever used. That's not chest supported. We also got some pull downs in there. We got the low to high hammer strength, that's staying in. That one's been connecting super well for my mid and upper back. Really trying to bring up those lower traps, mid traps and rhomboids, and that one just absolutely lights them up. I think that'll be a big game changer for me in my back density. Then we got some lower lat work as well, some single arm stuff. And yeah, we're just gonna get after it in the gym today. So I'm gonna do a voiceover after and just record my training. This way I could really lock in and show you guys how hard that we're actually training. Today I'm really looking to kick up the intensity. Just had a food increase last week, and this is probably the best I'm feeling since post-show. So now I'm feeling like I can really push myself in the gym. Granted, I've been pushing for weeks, but now I feel like I can really go with the energy, with how my recovery's been feeling. I feel like we've finally hit like that magic number of where my body needs to be. Have enough body fat on me to really push it. And I'm really happy with how my back has been looking, keeping a lot of the conditioning in my back, which I'm super happy about, because I generally store a lot of fat in my lower back and in my lower stomach. That's just really the only places I store fat. Arms stay lean, legs are staying super lean, which is crazy. Definitely never had this much definition in my legs at this body weight. We're about 192 right now, and my legs look like I stepped off stage a week ago. So really happy with overall development so far in this growth season, and we're just going to keep pushing. Today we're really taking it up a notch, and I'm excited to bring you guys along and show you what we're doing. So I'm going to start sipping on my pump. I like to have that about 20 to 30 minutes before I actually touch a weight. So I got about 15 more minutes of driving, so start sipping on that now. This way by the time that I get in the gym, get set up, get warmed up, get my camera ready, we're ready to go. No wasted sets, no wasted energy. Let's crush it. All right, so we just got out to the gym. Pro tip, instead of walking on the treadmill for 5 minutes, just pick a spot that's kind of far from the gym. This is my warm-up walk. So we're heading all the way down here, heading into Bev's. So we got our intra workout with us. I like to bring a big water bottle with this. If it was carbs, I would have it in a much smaller water bottle, just because I like to get those in quickly. Same way as if you eat a meal, you don't eat that meal over an hour. You just get the carbs in and move on. This way you're not trying to digest it for your entire training session. But this is just electrolytes and creatine, so I'll sip on this while I'm training. Honestly, just like a little bit of salt while I'm training. Big salt person, don't limit your salt. So we're gonna lock in for our lift today, and then after I will do a voiceover and show you guys what we're doing. Let's do it. All right, so first exercise in the gym. Both of my pull days we're starting with the single arm pull down. I really like this variation, sitting on an incline bench. It just helps with stability, locks you in, and it allows your lat to fully wrap around your rib cage in the stretch position, which is where you're gonna get the fully lengthened position. So we got 3 sets of 8 to 12 here. Notice how my chest angle does not move. Yes, I'm rotating slightly from my hip, that my chest opens up at the bottom. That's just to get a full contraction of my lat, but my chest angle does not change. Keep your posture the same. Really lock these in. You'll feel a huge squeeze in your lat at the bottom and a big stretch at the top. That is the goal. Controlled aggression on every movement, every single day. Second exercise we're using the Sumerian bent over row. I really like this one. It locks you in. You see my shoulder shake. It just helps me turn my lats on. So we're looking for a full contraction at the top of this, big stretch, really focused on keeping my chest up the entire time. So you want your scaps to get a full stretch and range of motion at the bottom and full retraction at the top. So big squeeze at the top, pushing every single set. So same thing here. We had 3 sets of 8 to 12. This is my main movement of the day. So we're really trying to push weight on this one, but stay in control. Everything is about controlled aggression. Next exercise we got a single arm chest supported row. I go same side foot forward, again just working to be in the most stable position possible, and I'm actually using my left hand to pull myself into the pad. So that makes sure that we're not just swinging the weight around, it keeps me anchored to the pad. So I think about pulling my chest through the pad while driving my elbow back. Big squeeze at the top and a stretch. Same thing, all of our movements are 3 or 2 sets of 8 to 12. This one we got 2 sets, and we're really grinding for the last rep here. Really tried to pull this one through. Good work. Next exercise we have our low to high row. This is targeting mid, trap, and rhomboids. So when you set up here, you want to feel your scaps get pulled all the way forward, and then drive your elbows together behind you, keeping them out, and really focus on moving the weight through your mid-back. Good control on the eccentric. So when you're pulling your chest up like that, another pro tip is keep your feet back. Don't put your feet in front so you don't get a ton of leg drive. This one, same thing, really grinding through these reps. Pushed it pretty heavy today, got 2 1/4 on each side. Next up, we got some rear delt work. So lats, mid back finished for the day. Rear delt work. So I really like this Atlantis machine with the chest support on it. It allows me to really feel a full stretch from my scap at the bottom and just focus on driving my elbows out and back. So same thing here. You can have your elbows bent a little bit when you're doing reverse flies and really focus on keeping them in line with your shoulders. So don't tuck them in on these. You want them to be wide, kind of like your elbow to your hand should all be a straight line with your shoulder going out towards the wall. So it's almost like you're swimming. Keep that. So we actually did 2 exercises for biceps. I forgot to film the first one. We did a preacher curl. So I like to train the bicep in a shortened position mainly first, and then the lengthened position. So here we're doing some behind body cable curls, really focused on getting a good stretch. So aggressive on the way up, control that into the stretched position. So treat biceps like any other muscle group. Same thing with triceps, arms, shoulders, is you want to load these. So same thing, we're working in the 8 to 12 rep range. It's not just quote unquote pump work like everyone thinks about. So really load these in that stretch position. Just stay in control, feeling the burn the entire time in your biceps. Alrighty guys, so you saw the full pull day session right there. So we're gonna wrap this video up right here. Quick session debrief. That was a real intense one. Turned it up a notch today. Finished up with 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. Just level 6. It's pretty much steady state. It's to keep cardio in 4 times a week right now while we're growing. Conditioning staying pretty tight. And that was just a real good session. So if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, like, comment. Also, shout out to my 2 affiliate codes that you can use. Core Nutritionals, John 10 for all your supplement needs. Pride Foods, Rice and Grinds, cream of rice, John 10 at checkout. See you guys soon.